Trees are so effective at creating shade because any sunlight that gets through is energy they're missing out on.
The fact that an object can, just by having enormous mass, attracts other objects towards itself without using any energy is crazy.
Odds are that many non-judgmental people are not enlightened or kind, but just don't care.
As evidenced by the refusal to put an equal number of each respective product in their packaging, one can only assume there is a widespread conspiracy to keep consumers in an endless cycle of purchasing hot dogs and buns when one or the other runs out.
Generated art is a lot like our dreams. You get the general idea, but the small details are slightly off.
It really backfired on peppers that they evolved to be spicy so they wouldn't be eaten.
Many people use cotton swabs to clean their ears, know that it's bad for them, but still do just because it feels good.
Fire hydrants are actually a pretty incredible piece of infrastructure when you take a second to think about it.
The last person alive will be the least known historical character.
Almost every insect in your life, you will only see once.
The funniest people are either the smartest or the dumbest.
Baristas are non-alcoholic bartenders.
Humans can recognize a person's smell just like animals, we just pay less attention to it.
Most people do not know that vanilla is black.
Colorado is the most efficiently shaped state for televised weather reports.
There are people who know more about military weapons and ballistics from playing video games than people who are actually in the military.
When it is raining, every park is a water park.
Walking is more comfortable than standing.
After clipping your toenails, it's oddly comforting to know that if you end up unconscious in an emergency room soon after, that at least that bit of personal maintenance is taken care of.
Now for a quick break, stay tuned for more shower thoughts. A 100 IQ move is actually an average move.
Just being there for someone may be the greatest expression of humanity.
The reality you believed in as a kid may as well have been as real as Santa Claus.
The floating mountains in Avatar seem completely unbelievable, yet no one thinks twice about the millions of pounds of water above their heads during a storm.
Everything is locally produced somewhere.
Capers are vegan anchovies. I'm Bob Jeffy.
And I'm Lorelei Stewart. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back tomorrow with more shower thoughts. Bye for now.
If you like this podcast, you may like the Daily Life Pro Tips podcast. Improve your life with practical tips in less than 10 minutes a day. Search for Daily Life Pro Tips in your podcast app or check the show notes page for links. This podcast was produced by Klassic Studios. Please see the show notes page for source credits.